Hey guys, welcome to week 3 of Judicial Process. I hope everybody's had a good week too. Hope we learned a lot about the differences in the state and the federal court systems, their processes, the jurisdictions they cover, knowing that the state systems are largely similar from state to state, but there's different titles and few small minor differences in the process for both criminal and civil cases, as well as all the other types of law that some of you may have learned over the last week, especially when it came to the federal court system. This week, in week 3, we're going to move forward into juvenile court and courthouse justice. And looking specifically at the juvenile court system here in America, there are a lot of differences between that and normal adult court. A lot of that it has to deal with terminology and the sheer focus of what the juvenile court system is about, more of a rehabilitative focus as opposed to punishment or some of the other focuses that the adult court system seems to be geared towards. So in looking at that, rehabilitation has been the focus of the juvenile court system for some time. That's where our course materials are going to point us in that direction. For instance, in addition to committing criminal acts, juveniles can commit delinquent acts, things that are specific only to juveniles, such as truancy, curfew violations, and different things such as that. You also see a number of different sources that have input within a juvenile case. You'll see counselors, mental health, physical health, behavioral health. You'll see people maybe such as court-appointed special advocates. These are people that the court identifies and have proper training to take all of the different things involved in a court case, look at the juvenile's life, influences within their life, things missing from their life, and help make a determination or a recommendation to a judge as to what they think would be in the best interest of the juvenile, specific to their case. Guardians, ministers, all kinds of things all kinds of people have input in these cases potentially. Juvenile judges use this input in their decisions in an attempt to provide a more holistic community approach to correcting the delinquent behavior, even if it is a criminal act that occurred, as opposed to, again, more of a punishment-driven sentence. We'll also see that juvenile criminal records, as many of you know, are sealed upon reaching legal adulthood in efforts to give these juveniles a fresh start in society, basically so nothing holds them back as far as in maybe past criminal behavior or anything involved in the courts. One thing I wanted to bring you guys attention to as far as your assignments do, you have a week 3 discussion board. The title or that I put on it is analysis of the live courtroom video. Remember, your initial post is due on Wednesday, and your follow-up or your reply post to 2 other students' initial posts are due by the end of the week, by the end of Sunday. You also have a written assignment 3 that is focused on the juvenile court case of your choosing. So a little bit of fun there. You get to do a little research and find something that interests you and write about it. Those are always fun, and they're always fun for instructors to read because you get to see what interests you guys and what you guys learned. Those are due by the end of Sunday. I'll be getting towards grading the week 2 assignments. Please pay close attention to the feedback provided within the grading rubric for that. That way you'll see areas where you need to improve. I'll try to provide some recommendations, but also talk about the good stuff that you guys did as well. Real quick on the biblical application, again, just going back to the juvenile court, community. Community is big. Everything within the Bible is about community, right? Jesus came, Jesus had community. He had his family, he had his disciples, right? The Bible speaks all the time about coming alongside a brother, right? Different verses such as Proverbs 11:14, Revelations 3:19, they talk about the need of discipline and instruction for youth, and also the abundance of counselors. So seeking wise counsel with decisions and correcting behavior. So just know that on the biblical application side, everything towards that involves community. We need community. We need people to come alongside us. I need people to come alongside me and to help me when I'm weak, to help strengthen me, pray for me, come alongside and point out and help hold me accountable. And that's largely what the biblical application is this week in relation to the juvenile justice or juvenile court system. Community is huge. So I hope this message finds you well. I'll be praying for each of you guys. If you have anything, need anything, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. And we look forward to getting into the juvenile justice system, juvenile courts, and courthouse justice.